Right now, the way autism is diagnosed is by a clinician based on behaviors of the individual and based on developmental history. What we want to do is to see, can we take measures of brain activity, which we refer to as our biomarkers, and see if those are associated with the clinical symptoms. If you're able to make that link, then you have the potential of going in at very young ages and detecting if somebody's at really high risk for developing autism. And then you can begin interventions very early on. When you're listening to speech, there's the auditory signal, and that's processed in one part of the brain. But you also benefit from watching their mouth and how it moves, and that's processed in the visual part of the brain. And these two parts of the brain have to talk to each other in order for you to be able to benefit from those two sensory inputs. We have mounting evidence that the ability of individuals with autism, especially children, to combine auditory and visual speech information is broken. So what we did with this study was we took different measures of brain activity, how the brain's processing auditory inputs, how it's integrating auditory and visual inputs, and we looked to see how do those relate to the clinical symptoms of autism. And what we found when we did that was that the less effective multisensory integration is in these children, the more severe their autism is. That's a really remarkable finding, because now we're taking this general finding that this function is broken, it's not working well in this group, and we've shown that the more broken it is, the more severe the autism symptoms are. As exciting as these results are, what's important to know is that we're not yet at the point where we can use these tools to diagnose a child with autism. But that is the ultimate goal, to diagnose the child and to assess what are their strengths, what are their weaknesses, and to develop and apply the best therapies possible for that individual child.